And it
Yeah.
connects to the top of the hour with, one thing I love about Alex Roberts' games is like there's always a physical component
Mm-hmm.
that she's always thinking about. Like even if it's just like popping balloons, right? There's like a physical aspect that helps you get into the game. It's like using the anything as a design surface
Mm.
that helps you get into character and think more deeply and feel it, right? Whether that's a Jenga tower or just some cards that you pass around the table. The physical object changes the story. And I think that's something that's super powerful about, the Passover Seder is
Mm.
like these physical objects you touch help us remember
And eat.
uh, and
Mm-hmm.
eat.
Mm-hmm.
We have one ritual for Mara where you have to eat something that you don't like but feel comfortable eating. Because I wanted, I was like, there's certain aspects of the Passover experience that are so iconic. Horseradish. I mean, although I like horseradish, so for me, eating horseradish it doesn't make me like think of sadness. It just makes me happy. But we wanted to capture that, and that's a really fun one. And like seeing people like all get kind of like, I make myself have like some kind of hot sauce I don't like or something. And, but of course only participating to the extent that you're comfortable with. But that's a really fun one. And eating is, and the experience you can get from eating something is something that you really nothing can compare to.
Um, so,
I always connect the bitterness thing is really interesting to me. The reason why I picked that for doing the cocktail, it was not to be flippant, and this is a specifically kind of Christian connection. Is I one of the most powerful parts of the passion narrative for me in the New Testament is the moment when John's gospel quotes Ruth and has puts in the idea of Mary, the concept of Ruth saying, "Do not call me Naomi, call me Mara." Because the Almighty has done very bitterly with me, and like that, I find that to be very powerful and emotional. And it's one of the things that makes me want to play your game, which I haven't gotten to do yet, but hopefully I'll get to. Anyway,
yeah.
something fresh in my mind. Go ahead, Ben. Did you have?
I was just thinking about bitterness and like, because it is, a very strong and bitter year for a lot of folks. And I would love going into like, if we get to kickstart in 2020, like, somehow help us remember, hope and like the sweetness of freedom, in the bitter world that we live in, right? And I think games allow us to navigate both, right?